Hey there. I'm just sitting here working on an idea for a new skirt. I think I'm going to have to rip it out and restart again because I made the waistband and I'm doing something a little different, trying something new, but I don't like the way that it's looking where I'm attaching it at the top. So I think I may end up ripping it all out and starting all over again from a different point of view. But I like having these little tails on it. I want it to have kind of a Mad Max end of the world kind of vibe. And I do have a top and a bolero already made to go with it. So this will be the skirt for my entire camo outfit, which I think will be cool. But I just have to figure out how to do things. Sometimes it takes me a while. I'll start something and I don't like it, I rip it all out, and I come back later and I try it again. It happens a lot. It happened when I was making cheese. First time didn't work. Second time was a little better. Third time was a little better than that. You just have to keep on trying, and I've learned that it's okay to make mistakes because you'll only make that mistake once, well, hopefully, and you learn from that and you don't do it that way next time. You try something different. So that's what I'm doing with my crochet projects today. But I didn't come here to talk about crochet. I wanted to address something that I had mentioned in a previous video. I believe it was the video where I was talking about fiber. I think, I'm not really sure. Could have been the diet video. Maybe it was the diet video. But I had said that vitamin C was not an essential nutrient, and that was wrong. So another thing about me, if I make a mistake, I'm going to admit it, come clean, and move on from it. So I said that vitamin C was not an essential nutrient. That is false. That is wrong. Vitamin C is an essential nutrient, but on the kind of carnivore diet, I'm getting enough vitamin C through the meat that I eat. I don't need to eat any citrus fruits to get extra vitamin C because there's a thing called the Randle cycle. And let me restart that, okay? Vitamin C is an essential nutrient. I get enough from the meat that I eat. If I was also eating grains or carbs, that would compete with the vitamin C for absorption, and therefore I would need to take supplements or eat more citrus fruits. But since I don't eat any of that, I'm not going to get scurvy. So that's not something that I have to worry about. That's the one great thing about carnivore that I've learned, is that I don't need to take any extra supplements for anything. I'm getting everything I need in the muscle meat that I eat. And one thing that has been a little bit difficult or hard for me is eating enough. My goal is to eat 1 gram of protein for every 1 pound of my ideal weight, which is about where I'm at. So I'm trying to eat like 115 grams of protein a day, and I'm trying to get my fat intake slightly above that. I want to keep them kind of even or slightly above with the fat, which is not easy. I don't like to eat that much. You may not, if you saw old pictures of me, you wouldn't think that, but eating like a pound of beef is not easy. So, I would like to get to the point where I can eat 1 meal a day, but right now I'm eating probably twice a day, trying to get enough protein and food in general, get enough meat in my body, because I've been steadily losing more weight even as I'm eating more. I even did an experiment when I talked on the video about diets and calories in, calories out, and how that is, well, a load of bull. Calories are just heat measurements. It's measured heat. That's all they are. You can't get any nutritional information about them. So I did an experiment to see how many calories I was eating in a day. I did it for a whole week, and my basal metabolic rate, so supposedly, is around 1200, 1300, somewhere around there. I really don't take much stock into that either, but that this was just an experiment just to see what happened. And I was eating every day at least 500 calories excessively over what I was supposed to be eating, and still losing weight. I lost over a pound in like 10 days, which I'm getting a lot smaller as it is. I don't have a whole lot more to lose. Yes, I do have some fat that I need to get rid of still. I've got, here and, in my arms and a little bit in my legs. And, that's what I'm working on. And I know that changing my body composition is not going to be an overnight thing. It's not going to be even something that changes in a week. It could take months. There's a really great guy on YouTube that I have found very, very helpful to watch. He is Professor Bart K. You can find him under that moniker on YouTube. And I would suggest to go and watch some of his videos because they're absolutely fantastic. And it's really opened my eyes to more of the science behind things. He's a physiologist. He knows all of this science behind food, stuff that I don't know, stuff that I'm trying to learn and trying to retain in my head, which isn't always easy, but I've learned an awful lot. When I first started my diet, I started by cutting out sugar and carbs and basically going keto. And that is how I lost a majority, well, I would say about half of the weight that I've lost, about 40 pounds on keto, and the rest I've lost as carnivore, which I'm not saying that one is better than the other for weight loss. That wasn't the point of this. The point of it was for me to be healthy, to reverse my diabetes, which I have done. I no longer have spiking blood sugar numbers. I haven't had my A1C checked. The last time I had it checked was about a year ago. And 2 years ago, before I started my lifestyle change, my A1C was at a 15, which is astronomical. I mean, just really, really bad. And by changing my diet alone, by going keto, I got my A1C down to a 7.5 in a year, just by changing my diet. I don't know what it is now. It's been a while since I've been to the doctor. I'm very interested to see what my blood work looks like the next time I go. And when I do, I will definitely share that with you guys because, I mean, this is a really interesting journey. It's one that I'm very excited to be on. I've only been carnivore for, when I started, going carnivore, I wasn't completely like 100% carnivore. I was probably more ketovore, but I've been, more strict carnivore for the past month. And I've stopped eating nuts as well. I was eating some nuts here and there, but I don't eat nuts anymore. I haven't eaten anything. I did have potatoes one time a couple weeks ago, and my tummy did not like that. That was not good at all. And when I do have veggies, I don't like it anymore. I go, oh yeah, that I used to like that, and then I go, I don't want it. So I eat, everything that I eat is animal products, except for the milk that I put in the creamer that I make that using coconut milk, which I will be changing that because I did find a place to get some raw goat's milk, which is so good. Oh my goodness. So I will be going and getting some more of that, and that's what I'm going to be using for my coffee because I can't give up coffee. Not yet. I don't know if I ever will be able to give up coffee. I always have my coffee. But I don't put sugar in it. I mean, a couple years ago, I was, drinking coffee with creamer and sugar. I mean, I was a full-blown sugar addict. I loved it. Pasta, potatoes, bread. Oh my goodness, bread. That was my weakness. I love bread, but I don't eat it anymore. I've learned, and instead of substituting things, like a lot of people on keto, and I'm not bashing anybody here, I'm just talking about myself. A lot of people will substitute things, like instead of pasta, they'll have, zucchini that they've made into noodles or something like that. And for myself, I do much better if I don't substitute it, to try and get that kind of food. I just, I make my own jerky. That's my snack. Either that or it's hard-boiled eggs. I try to eat at least 4 eggs a day, which is, for me, it's fairly easy. I don't know if I'll ever get sick of eggs. I might, but I even make my own mayonnaise. Make it out of animal fat. I make it out of tallow. I haven't tried butter. I like the way it tastes with the tallow. I do my recipe slightly different. I will do another video on that because I have tweaked it slightly too, so it's a little bit better, but it's great with steak. I know, isn't that weird? Mayonnaise with steak. But it's really good, I promise it is. And I will be doing a what I eat in a day video one of these days. Sometimes I forget to turn the camera on and show what I'm doing throughout the day. So, as I said before, I crochet. I call myself a happy little hooker. So yes, I have hooks. I have balls. Yes. And somewhere I have a 9mm. This is a 4.25 that I'm working with now. It's one of my favorites. I don't know, I have favorite hooks. I don't know. But anyways, that's a little bit about, where I was wrong in a video and just some little info on my day-to-day life. I will keep you updated. I did have a poll up and I saw that people wanted more of a daily vlog kind of thing. So I'm going to try and do better at that. So I apologize that I haven't been getting as many videos out as I would like to. So I will be changing that. And I don't know where Lucky went. Normally he's right here, so he's probably sleeping. I know they were mad at me because I moved everything around to clean, because cats and fur and it gets underneath everything, so I had to move everything to get it all mopped and all that. But I will do better at doing more my day vlogs, which a lot of it is spent in the kitchen. So I mean, all these cooking videos, I spend the majority of my time in the kitchen. I am not complaining. That's my favorite room in the house. So I will be working on that. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Oh yeah, and if you do go to the community page and check out that poll, and that I just wanted to know what kind of videos you guys would like. So let me know your opinions, because I am making these videos for you guys. So it's viewer's choice. Let me know what you would like to see, and I will oblige. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I will catch you later. Toodles.